Hey gang, JC here, and this is the Daily Dose for Thursday, July 7th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Great television archives, top of the page. Your eye candy feature is, we got a great eye candy today, by the way. I'll tell you about it here in just a minute. And of course, our rock and roll poll question in the corner yesterday: how close are you to a financial disaster? 53% of you said, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. That was the number one answer. Number two, I'm living comfortably. 35%. Great to hear that. 9.5% of you say you're already there. You're already at the financial disaster. And 1.9% of you said you are rich, and congratulations to you too. All right, today's rock and roll poll question: what will become of this year's NFL season? There were rumblings yesterday that maybe they were a week away from an agreement. I don't think so. But I'm not going to taint this or try to influence your answer. So your choices for today's question: both sides will get things worked out and the season will begin on time. That's A. B. The stalemate will wipe out the first few weeks, then they'll start the season late. Or C. The entire season will be lost. That's our rock and roll poll question today. What will become of this year's NFL season? You can punch right over there and give us your answer. We'll give you the results tomorrow. Okay, for a brief period of time yesterday, Casey Anthony almost had a job in the porn industry, but it disappeared very quickly. Steve Hirsch, the president of Vivid Entertainment and that huge empire that sells billions and billions of dollars in porn every year, offered to put Casey in one of his movies, but after a major backlash. And you know that you are public enemy number one when even the porn industry says, we don't want you. And the backlash was tremendous. And they rescinded the offer, posted something on their page that basically said, hey, we're sorry, we misjudged, so we're not putting Casey Anthony in one of our movies. But I do think she'd look good naked. ABC, by the way, spoke to one of the jurors yesterday, that it turns out she and her 11 colleagues failed to reach the agreement that everybody was looking for on a conviction, because she said that the prosecution just didn't present their case. They didn't prove their case. She said, quote, if you cannot prove what a crime was, you cannot determine what the punishment will be. She also said she didn't say she was innocent. Alternate juror Russell Huckler added, the prosecution failed to prove their case, and there's reasonable doubt. Again, they didn't show us how Kaylee died. They didn't show us a motive. I'm sorry people feel the way they do. All right, Jennifer Aniston taped an interview for Inside the Actors Studio and spoke pretty openly about her breakup with Brad Pitt. And here's one big takeaway: she does not blame Angelina Jolie. Instead, she vaguely insinuated that she and Brad just grew apart. So that's the deal there. That is going to air on Monday night, by the way, on A&E. George Clooney broke up with his girlfriend because he still refuses to get married. That from the Italian businessman who introduced this chick to George Clooney. They were together for a couple of years. He said, I always knew it wouldn't last. And the ridiculous celebrity baby name story continues. Natalie Portman's new son is named Aleph. In Hebrew, Aleph is the first letter of the alphabet. As you heard on Trish's Trash yesterday on the Big 550 KTRS, where Trish and I reside every weekday from noon until 3, TMZ reporting that Charlie Sheen is in the final stages of negotiations to star in a sitcom based on the 2003 Adam Sandler comedy Anger Management. Charlie's character would be loosely based on Jack Nicholson's character in the movie, but his version will be a former athlete who has anger issues of his own. And the rumor is true: James Spader will be joining the cast of The Office this season. David Hasselhoff, again as you heard on Trish's Trash yesterday, will appear on the FX show Sons of Anarchy this fall as a well-endowed former porn star who's now producing sleazy girl-on-girl adult films. And America's Got Talent beat the season finale of The Voice. And it's happening. Apparently, Aerosmith back in the studio to begin recording their next album. That was on Tuesday. Apparently, the first day was, they say, and this is their word, inspiring. All right, same-sex couples began applying for marriage licenses in New York this week, but the bureaucrats weren't quite ready for them. The online application still asked for information on the bride and groom. So they changed the form on Tuesday night and now has blanks for, quote, bride/groom/spouse A, bride/groom/spouse be. Progress, ladies and gentlemen, progress. All right, a new study has found that winemakers have been fudging on the amount of alcohol they've been putting in their wine. A lot of them understate the alcohol content on the label because people say they don't drink wine to get drunk, but they actually do. And ads for feminine products like tampons and maxi pads and stuff like that. For years, when they show the demonstration in the commercial for the absorbency, they always pour this sort of nondescript looking blue liquid into the thing. Well, guess what? As of today, for the first time ever, a U.S. print ad for Always maxi pads shows a red dot. Again, progress, ladies and gentlemen, progress. According to a new study out by the Kinsey Institute at Indiana University, marriage seems to make men soft. It makes women into sex-craving beasts. The guys like kissing and cuddling and lots of climaxes for their wives. The women just say, just keep bringing it, keep bringing it, keep bringing it. I want as much as I can get. In marriage? Really? Only 47% of men say they would want a woman to wear a thong bikini on a first date to the beach or the pool, and only 9% of women want a guy to wear a small Speedo. Please listen and learn. There's a pet store in New York City called Le Petit Puppy, means small mutt, and it's surrounded by pubs and bars, and people have been drunk purchasing puppies. And so the pet store has basically instituted a no drunk puppy buying policy. Progress! That's our theme for today, progress. Geraldo Rivera, back to the Casey Anthony case. Geraldo Rivera was on television the other night. He called Casey Anthony, and these are his words, a good mother. Then again, Geraldo Rivera thinks he has a good mustache. Duran Duran canceled an entire tour because vocalist Simon Le Bon can't sing, yet Miley Cyrus continues to tour the globe despite having the same condition. Angelina Jolie, the highest paid actress in Hollywood. Not so coincidentally, Brad Pitt, the highest paid nanny in Hollywood. And Michelle Bachmann says President Obama thinks the Tea Party is made up of a bunch of toothless hillbillies, and that's not fair. There's lots of toothless rednecks, too. All right, birthdays today. Ringo is 71, and our eye candy feature today is just fabulous. Will Ferrell, Adam McKay, the guys at FunnyOrDie.com put a bunch of celebrities, including Taylor Lautner from the Twilight movies, into a Field of Dreams parody that's about the NFL lockout. It's pretty funny. You got a bunch of former NFL players, current NFL players, including Marshall Faulk, Ray Liotta, who played Shoeless Joe Jackson, is even in this. Apparently, James Earl Jones didn't want any part of it, so they got Dennis Haysbert to play the part of Terrence Mann. And guess who shows up at the end of the parody? That's all I'll tell you. It's JC's Eye Candy, and it's right below what you're looking at right now. Okay, again, rock and roll poll question today. What will become of this year's NFL season? A, both sides will get things worked out. The whole season will begin on time. B, the stalemate will wipe out the first few weeks of the season, then they'll start late. Or C, the entire season will be lost. It's our rock and roll poll question. Answer it. We'll give you the results tomorrow. That's it. JC's Daily Dose for Thursday, July 7th, 2011, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.